Good afternoon, my beautiful people. Good afternoon. Happy Thanksgiving for those of you that are in Canada. Remember to be thankful for what you have. There are people that don't have food to eat, water to drink, a place to stay, clothes, you name it, or are going through some major health issues like COVID-19, cancer, you name it, right? So be thankful and appreciative of what you have, including your health. Very important, right? I got another great video for you guys today. Before we start that video, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Fitness and Self-Improvement. I'm also on Instagram at Chief Fitness and Self-Improvement. Hit that subscribe button, please. Hit that notification button, please. I would really appreciate it. So today's great video is called Discipline. Discipline is very important to start your self-improvement journey. It is also important to keep your self-improvement journey going, right? So it could be fitness goals, it could be financial goals, whatever goals you've set for yourself. You're gonna have moments where you don't really feel like pursuing or pushing through those goals. Discipline is a big component of helping you to stay on course and stay on track. I'll be honest with you guys, there's some days I don't really feel like putting content out, but because I'm disciplined, I'm able to forge ahead and keep pushing because I'm focused on reaching as many people as possible to start their self-improvement journey, as well as helping those that are already on a self-improvement journey to keep at it and to aim to be the best they can be, to strive for more. So for me, I'll use myself as an example when it comes to discipline. I had a big struggle growing up when it came to discipline. I was disciplined when it came to sports. I was a two sport athlete in high school. I talked about it already in one of my previous videos. I played soccer and I played track and field. I was really good. I won trophies, everything, right? But when it came to studying, I just couldn't focus. Now, I love to read novels, anything like autobiographies, fiction, non-fictional. I love reading. But when it came to like textbook, I struggled with that. My parents used to cajole me, they'll flog me, they'll beat me. But for some reason, I couldn't read a book for more than 2 hours. Like, give me a textbook to read, especially if it was a fake textbook, right? You know, I used to just sort of skim through instead of just focusing and reading what was needed to pass my exam or pass my test. So as a result of that, I struggled with discipline as I got older, like being able to stay focused on a task that was given to me, right? It didn't have to be even preparing for a test or an exam. It could be even be doing a chore at home, you know, a household chore, or doing something someone told me to do even at work as I got older and I started working jobs, right? Now, why am I saying this? Is because the older you get, if you have not cultivated the habit of discipline, it becomes very difficult to stay on task. It's difficult to stay on point. I've been very fortunate that as I got older, I sort of started to embrace discipline as a good thing. I no longer saw it as a bad thing because I realized, like, with the jobs I started to do, especially after I dropped out of university, mainly because of discipline, I didn't end up getting my degree. I dropped out after 2 years. For those of you who don't know, I have an accounting background. I have a 3-year accounting diploma. I had gone to university to get a degree, which would have given me a CPA designation, Certified Public Accountant designation. But because I dropped out after year 2 because of bad grades, I wasn't able to pursue that designation. And as a result, I was out of school for over 15 years. I tried going back to school back in 2015 to try and finish that degree in accounting, but because I hadn't developed the habit of discipline when it came to studying, it was very difficult. Plus, when it comes to accounting, for those of you who have done accounting, if you've been out of school for such a long time, the accounting rules, the principles, everything has changed. It's completely different. So I struggled. I think I did 1 semester and I'm like, I'm done. Screw this shit, right? Now, there are people that have gone back to school at an older age and have been able to get through it. Yes. I'm not going to say that it's not possible, but it's very difficult. It's just like learning a new language, right? So if you don't learn a new language at a young age, it's very difficult to pick it up as you get older. I know for myself, during COVID-19, I tried to pick up my French because I was able to speak it before, like 10, 15, 20 years ago. but I lost it because the area I live in, they don't speak French, they only speak English, right? So as time went on, because I wasn't practicing my French, I sort of lost the ability to converse comfortably in French. So I said, okay, this is, I'm home for 2 months. I'm going to try and pick up my French. And it wasn't easy. I mean, I was able to, I put in an hour a day. I was focused. But that's something that I won't have been able to say I could have done maybe 5 years ago, right? I was focused 1 hour a day learning my French, but it was still difficult because there was that gap. I haven't learned or picked up French in over 15 years, right? So, but my point is, discipline is very important if you want to get a goal done, a goal accomplished, or a task completed. Now I'm disciplined because I think because I had responsibilities with 2 kids, so it's forced me to keep pushing. Because whenever I want to take a break, I think of my 2 kids, right? I want to be an awesome role model for my kids, right? I talk to my kids about discipline, especially my son, right? Because he has the same trying to stay focused, right? So I try to educate him on how it's important to stay disciplined early on and use my experience as a teaching tool for him to say, okay, all right, I don't want to repeat the same mistakes that my father did, that daddy made, right? You know what I mean? So whatever it is that you're trying to do, you need discipline. I mean, if you struggled like myself with discipline at a younger age, you can still get to that point where you can stay disciplined on a focus, on a task, and on a goal that you've set for yourself. But you have to stay on it. You have to stay on it. It is very important. You cannot give up. You have to push. Discipline will help you through those tough times where you feel like giving up, like I mentioned with myself. Discipline will help you to stay on point. Discipline will also build your character, right? If you're disciplined, it makes you stronger. It makes you more determined than ever to keep pushing. Like myself, because I'm disciplined now, after all these years, I'm more focused, I'm more determined on my goals. I'm more focused on pushing. It has built my character. Like, I don't know how it is not to be disciplined and not to work very hard. It's impossible now. That's why for someone who's not disciplined, it's very difficult for me to relate to that person. Now I understand what my parents were talking about all those years when they were on my case when it came to discipline. I didn't understand. I thought, okay, man, these guys are being too hard on me. Like, leave me alone. You know what I mean? But now I know because I'm older. Right? And now I understand all those missed opportunities I had. I could have done much better. Not to say that I'm not happy with how my life is now. It's made me who I am today. Those mistakes I've made, I don't want to say I have any regrets because, it's, if I say I have regrets, then not to say it's a bad thing, it's to not have regrets, but I don't want to say I have regrets, I'll call them missed opportunities, right? But as long as you make the best of whatever situation that you have missed by pushing forward, by forging ahead, it doesn't really matter. I'm happy where I am in my life. It's made me who I am as a person, right? But for those of you who are still struggling to focus in school, focus on a job, focus on a task, focus on your goals, right? This video is for you. You have to push, keep pushing. I didn't do that. I didn't stick with it. I gave up too easily. Distractions, video games, girls, you name it. I don't know what your distractions are for you guys, but you got to block those distractions away. It's very important to be able to stay focused and determined, people. Very important, all right? So comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I got another great video for you guys tomorrow. Thank you again for your support. Remember, discipline is key for your self-improvement journey, or to start your self-improvement journey. It will help you to forge through the tough times ahead, right? It builds your character, builds your spirit, and it keeps you on track, keeps you on point. All right, I love you guys. Thank you again. I'm out.